The project came about on my first day, and I walked down the hallways and I saw this picture that had a fist-like mark in it. It just kind of developed into a let's update things around the school project.
Well, we were approached about there being these very old and kind of deteriorating murals. The idea was to replace them.
The mural is located in the lower L at Potter Elementary. Potter used to be a global school, meaning that people had to know a second language to attend. So it's this big flag. It's supposed to be the American flag, and then it has the globe in the middle of it, and it just says at Potter Road Global, and the paint's peeling off of it. It's dull, it doesn't look very inviting, and since Potter's no longer a global school, it just doesn't match up with what's like the current thing of the school.
They were painted back when the school really had very different identities. And so now they wanted something that the students that are there now could identify with and really enjoy. But also the idea of creating an environment that students want to come to.
The main goal of the TLC project is to update bulletin boards, make the school look overall better, and make it a better work environment, behavioral place for students to learn and want to come to school.
You know, a pleasant environment to learn in is, again, another thing that helps students learn, right? You don't want to go to this rundown place and expect to think you're going to be learning.
For the process, we wanted to think of the easiest way we could do it. So we were doing panels that we're going to paint here and then set up there. As far as ideas, we couldn't just put whatever we wanted up, so they had to come up with some ideas for us. And then once they gave us those, we kind of have put together a couple sketches of running with those ideas to kind of create a big full mural.
So it was really to update the murals and then also help use the art to create a pleasant environment for the students, but then also how possibly students can be engaged in the process of art. The idea was to start with one mural and move on from there. So we're starting with Potter and then kind of moving on from there so that we're taking it step by step.
For the youth, it's been almost proven that art really opens up a child's mind and helps them learn faster. It helps them take in knowledge when it's creative, when it's not just black and white or just math or something like that. So when you incorporate art into a child's education, they tend to be able to focus better and they tend to learn a lot more.
But then it also gives them, again, that movement and releasing of energy, and then it stems any kind of big behavioral issues in the classroom.
Our education will have a creative outlet for students to get some of that pent-up energy out, and it gives them just some fun extra activities to do.
The fact that art is being taken out of education, especially K-12, really puts our students at a disadvantage. We know from solid research that the arts need to be in there for them to perform at their best.
Early on when I was going to elementary school, we had a lady come in and paint a mural over top of this really ugly old mural at the elementary school that I went to. And it's still something that I think about frequently when I think about this project, and specifically, I really do think about that mural from way back in the 4th grade. So yeah, I think it'll last. I think this will have a lasting impact on the students.